Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a quick overview to get you started for this week, outline the readings for you and the assignment task that we have going on this week. We begin readings this week with the In the Middle text, the Nancy Atwell In the Middle, as well as the Kelly Gallagher text. In addition to that, you should also be reading your Hunger Games book. The um, the assignments are listed on our Moodle page, and those are outlined, and I've given you some guiding questions. But I want to just make sure that you understand the purpose of creating this philosophical syllabus for yourself is really to get into the habit of thinking about all of our instruction comes from what we believe the purpose of teaching to be. Atwell, in her very first chapter that you're going to be reading, chapter 1 of her, she talks about the idea that when she was starting out, she was really good at creating curriculum and not so good at changing curriculum when students needed it to. And so what she's discovered really is that by understanding who you are as a teacher, your aims remain constant, but your approaches may change. And so what you're doing this week is really thinking deeply about what your aims are in education so that your practice can change, but your aims stay consistent. And that's regardless of the content area you're in. The syllabus here is not about what you would do as an English language arts teacher, especially those of you who aren't English language arts teachers. This is about what you would do in your classroom. What are your broad philosophical goals? I've posted my own syllabus up there, and just as a sample for you. It's not something you have to follow exactly, but the outline of the syllabus is a good map for you to follow, because that's how we'll proceed talking about backward mapping. So you're going to read Atwell's chapter 1 and chapter 3. Chapter 3 is really going to give you insight into thinking deeply about teaching the kids in front of you, not the content in the book so much. Gallagher's text, chapter 1, is a really great overview for what it means to teach reading deeply, to teach a book. The idea that we're not trying to teach students how to read. I know we have some friends with us who teach kindergarten, and they do teach kids how to read, but this is about helping kids to develop meaning and to read for understanding. And so that's what Gallagher is laying out for us in his opening book. The opening chapter of his book. So this week, as you are working, what your job is to do is simply to do that reading, to read the Hunger Games and start reading it with a teacher's mind. What is it that you would find to be important about this book that you would want to teach? You don't have to do anything quite with that yet, but you should start reading it. And then you are going to create your philosophical syllabus and get that posted on the forum that's available for you by next Monday evening, 7 o'clock. After this week, I will start pushing back the due dates to Sundays in order for us to be able to have something posted and give people a chance to respond to it so that you can go into the next week with feedback moving forward. So look forward to seeing and talking to you guys in other places, and we'll look forward to